Alright, don't move. Don't move. Okay, we're rolling, and my answer. Sorry. My answer to the question of did Donald Trump do a good job was long and convoluted and sarcastic.
Yeah.
No, he's doing a shitty job. He's a fucking asshole. But if you are a fucking asshole, you probably like him. What was the second part of the question?
The second part of the question was addressed to you as this. Do you think that since he's been president, do you think he should be voted back into office, or do you think that he should be dismissed?
I have a different take on it. I think he should be. Maybe we were looking at this all wrong. Our greatest opportunity to get him actually impeached and make him, face up to the various and sundry crimes that he's obviously and not so obviously guilty of. Yeah, let's vote him back in, and then fucking fry his ass in a new consolidated effort to fucking impeach him. Once that could happen within the first year. Impeach him. He's forced to step down, resign from office, or he's fired, whatever they do when they impeach. Then he becomes a private citizen. Then he can be tried and indicted for all of the other various and sundry crimes that he's probably and perhaps not as obviously fucking guilty of. So yeah, we could try and fight him and get Biden in there, but I think we should do a fucking a bamboozle on him. Vote him in, immediately impeach him, get him out of office in the first year, and then he'll be up on so many fucking charges that he will definitely face jail time within 2 years of being elected. Because within a year he'll be impeached, fired, then he'll be indicted on about 1,000 fucking white collar crimes, which should be called white fucking douchebag crimes. White collar is a racist term. It's like saying it's white collar as if it's like not really a crime or something. Or but if black people do it, if it's stuff black people do and Mexicans do, then that's real crime. But if you have a white collar wall, then you go to a nice cozy federal prison. It's okay.
Okay, my other question is this: do you believe that perhaps since he is so prejudiced in all aspects of life, especially against the Latin community, do you think that it would be fair enough to put him into a prison where there's only Latin men?
I think we're getting into a gray area between what would actually happen in real life and some strange, sadistic retribution fantasy that you have for him, which I don't begrudge you that. I don't begrudge you that, but I mean, of course, they're going to put him in a federal prison, but at least it's something,
Right.
At least it's something. There's quite a few gentlemen and ladies of Latin descent in federal prisons because they too also commit white collar crimes. We just don't hear about it.
Correctly. You're absolutely correct. I've been to really interrupting. I'm speaking in a prison where they're only Latin, big, huge bruiser kind of guys, so that I think it would be only fair for him to get a little bit of the taste that he's put out.
I would, if we're going that way, I would say no. I think then he should be put in a women's prison where it's all Latinas who will exact a much more potent and and focused and creative revenge than, because dudes will probably just like beat him up, fuck him up the ass, humiliate himself. But women, as we all are aware, because they're capable of building us up and supporting us and making us feel good and helping us to develop our self-esteem and our egos and stuff. They are also equally capable of driving us to the ends of insanity and depression, self-hatred, and I bet you the women would actually cause him to want to kill himself without even like beating him up or setting one finger on him. That's my theory.
So, sorry.
When we're talking about federal prison scenarios where Donald Trump will go, that will never happen.
We're running out of time at this point. We want to thank you for being here this afternoon and for the wonderful answers you responded to. You have a great day and thank you. Hope to see you again.
Well, it's only my pleasure, and if this comes out in even to be even a slightly comprehensible video, it's going immediately to YouTube, where it will turn viral and make us millions of dollars. So we'll be stuck here watching the garbage truck pick up the mountain of trash, and the truck that comes to suck all the stuff out of the porta potty, and the showers of hope, which Joe has a conspiracy theory that there's cameras in there. I don't care. I think it's nice. It's good for people to take showers. But I'm not saying... Actually, I love this neighborhood. But I'm just being sarcastic and saying, if we did have a viral video and we became millionaires, of course, we may stay here. But we'll get a much better place. And we'll get all these other people that are camped out on the street a place also, so that we can clean up the whole neighborhood and everyone will have a place to stay that's cool and stuff like that.
Well, Senator,
so make us go viral, fuckers. Again, if you give a shit about your fellow man at all.
I hope that you have the time and day to prepare some of these fantastic fabulous meals, and we're getting out, of course, but I thought it would be great to do these fabulous meals that you know so much fun, and we would really appreciate your wonderful services rendered. And again, we thank you for all that you shared with us. And
thank you, sir. And I'm trusting that you're not doing anything unsavory underneath the blanket.
No,
with your other hand.
No, I'm not, by the way. But if you would like to take a picture,
but on the other hand, this is your house, and who am I to tell you what to do with the other hand under your blanket in your house?
My name is not Linus. And it is my blanket, but it's not my favorite. But I thank you. I don't think pointing anything out. I'm the one doing my underwear off here. It's sparked up. They're new, but they're not what I like. I hope we're on the fly.
Thank you for your support.